for a man named Judge Charles Tate. Might you know where he now resides?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry, I don't.
See, I have some unfinished business with that man. I suppose I should begin at the beginning. It was about 1789, in my 17th year, when my father arranged a marriage between myself and Mr. John Barclay. Mr. Barclay was a very wealthy man and a large landowner, and my father thought it would be an advantageous match for our family. It was always said that I was a magnetic young woman, of personal charm, and called in those days somewhat of a fast beauty, with fascinating manners and attractive personnel. And Mr. Barclay, well, he was a great deal older than me, and somewhat of a fractious man. For 16 years, I put up with him. And in 1805, I could not abide by one more year. I was so very tired of his mistreatment. And my brother was tired of it. And my lover was tired of it. So one fall evening, very much like this one, Mr. Barclay had just come home from selling his cotton in Augusta. And I heard a very loud noise out in the cotton house. And I told Mr. Barclay he should go investigate at once. Of course, he never cared for a word I said. But after much insistence from me, he set out of the house to the cotton barn. And I stayed inside, of course, because as you see, we conveniently had guests that evening. And all of a sudden, a shot rang out, louder than any shot I'd ever heard. And it scared me so bad, I just screamed out, "That shot just killed my husband!" Well, that's the truth as I told the town in 1805. And I was never, ever considered a suspect until that horrid little 12-year-old liar, Micaiah Lane, went around and told anyone that would listen that he overheard me offer my brother, William Nolan, $200 to murder my husband. Well, then all the town folks spread all sorts of rumors, like I wanted Mr. Barclay's money. The other vicious slander was that I wanted to run away with my lover, Mark Mitchell. I never once thought about running away. So, in 1806, my brother William, Mr. Mitchell, and myself were all charged with my husband's murder. And on May 8th, my brother went to trial and was found not guilty that very day. The next day, May 9th, was my trial, at which my own dear, sweet brother testified against me. I was tried, convicted, and sentenced for conspiring to kill my husband all on that very day. And the jury, they pleaded for my mercy. But my attorney and the presiding judge, Charles Tate, were bitter political foes, and he sentenced me to hang by the neck until dead. So, on Friday, May the 13th, just right down the road by a large old oak tree with a chain, I, Colley Barclay, became the first woman in Georgia to legally be hanged. They also set my Mr. Mitchell free. That judge, that man, let my brother and my lover go free, when it was always said that I was not the one who shot the trigger that night, but them. He claimed that the two boys of this tragic event were under the spell of an evil woman. I think him to be the evil one. So, I'm out here very often, searching for the man who so wrongly condemned me. Judge Charles Tate, I will never stop searching. Perhaps you'd like to join me some lovely evening.